teach them or to make them become aware of the recent coaching techniques and all that. It's not just about that. It goes beyond that.
All right.
It goes beyond everything.
Cosmos, listening to two of you now shows me how deep the issues are. But I hope that the clubs are already making the necessary preparation, and the NFF is looking at ways to support the club. I spoke to a high-ranking official of the Nigeria Football Federation at the final of the Federation Cup, and he, of course, told me that, of course, the NFF would do everything possible to ensure that the clubs put up a respectable performance in the continental competitions. Well, let's leave football now and talk about something interesting. We can't leave you tonight without allowing you listen to someone who's fast turning to a comedian. Let's allow you to listen to British boxer Tyson Fury, the final press conference before that big bout. Vladimir Klitschko and Tyson Fury. We'll allow you, of course, Vladimir spoke in German, so we won't be able to give you that, but Tyson Fury at his very best. Let's allow you to listen to that, and we'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
I think this is going to be one of my easiest fights. And that might sound crazy because he's obviously a super champion, he's world champion for 11 years, but I see so many chinks in the armour and I'm going to expose them very quickly. There's just nothing that I see that Vladimir does that makes me afraid or makes me think that I can't win against this guy. Everything that Vladimir does attracts me to him.
Okay, that's Tyson Fury. Guys, we don't have much time left, but of course, Tyson Fury says some things that we need to point out. He says that, look, Vladimir is not going to go the whole way. I'm going to knock him out. Let's start with that. And he says it's going to be easy. These are two things that is very hard to accept.
Against the Klitschko brothers.
It's very hard. It's going to be easy, and you're going to knock him out.
Well, if in 24 bouts you've knocked out 18 opponents, you could say the stats and the odds are that you can easily knock this opponent out also. But this is an opponent who has had more than twice the number of bouts you've had in your whole career. You've only had 24, and Vladimir has had 67 already. And hey,
I mean, look at the titles
53
there.
of those bouts were knockouts. So if you want to knock out someone who's knocked out 53 other opponents, I mean, I think the odds are
well. Tyson
wide.
Fury said, I don't know. There's a little history between them.
Okay.
Tyson Fury was at some point was in the camp of the Klitschkos, training with them. He claims that at some point Vladimir was afraid to fight Derek Chisora, and he fought Derek Chisora, defeated Derek Chisora, and Vladimir probably now gained the confidence
to fight Derek Chisora
and do what he did. But I don't know if all of that counts. You look at Vladimir there, just calm, they didn't say anything. A lot of people say he's already annoyed with all of the things that Tyson Fury has done to him. But let me ask you guys, do you think that Tyson Fury's strategy, because the strategy in this game is to upset Vladimir as much as possible. Looking at his face, looking at his calmness, do you think that has worked?
For me, I think it worked here. If you look at if you actually listen to what
it looks annoyed.
Exactly. If you actually heard what he talked about, Vladimir, I've never heard Vladimir talk like this in a press conference, a bout press conference, and he actually talked very tough. Yeah, maybe calm and all that, but he talked very tough, and he said he was going to deal with Fury. You can remember in the first press conference where Fury came in with his Batman outfit and then did what he did to Vladimir, and you know what's found out in that press conference. So in this case, it's really going to be a very tough one. I mean, I'm looking for someone who is going to come in and make the heavyweight category very competitive again. I mean, it's been a long time since the Klitschko brothers have dominated that. So for me, if a certain Fury can do the job, there's no problem. But then technically, if you ask me, I think
tight.
It's not tight. It's not tight. I mean, look, you can see the belt.
I'm saying for Fury.
For Fury.
Yeah.
For Fury, Fury must make sure he matches whatever he's been saying with his mouth in that ring.
It's going to be a tough call, really. He's been world champion since 2006 now, and he has defended his titles over 18 bouts. Now, this will be the 19th time he's had to defend it, and I think Fury. I like his confidence. I like the way he's going at him, but it's beyond that. The fact that he's unbeaten also makes this a very good bout to look out for. But then, I cannot remember vividly the last time Vladimir Klitschko lost a bout.
All right. Okay.
And then he also has a Joe Louis record to chase and track down. So it's going to be really tough for him, really.
It's going to be really interesting, guys. But let's save the last minute and talk about David Haye. Well, the Haymaker is back.
The noisemaker.
Well, noisemaker, not exactly. Not like Tyson.
Went away 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
When he defeated Derek Chisora.
Derek, yeah.
But he's back now, and he has chosen someone who has lost once. Who is 33 years. We're talking of Mark Mori, and that's the opponent that he has chosen. A lot of people have praised him for choosing that kind of opponent. He could have, chosen anybody.
Done it the Mayweather way.
But he picked someone who will give him a good fight. He's back training. But let me take your last words on that. Maybe we'll close with the UEFA Champions League, the updates. But let me take your last words quickly. David Haye, anything to expect as a boxing fan?
Yeah, for me, David Haye came back. I think that's after boxing legend George Foreman said that the only person in the heavyweight category that probably might be able to stop the Klitschko brothers is probably Haye.
Yeah.
So for him coming back, I think it's a good one. Yeah, it's a nice thing that he's coming back, but then I think he wants to do it one step at a time, see how it goes, and let's see whether he start winning. For me, I want to see competitiveness in that heavyweight category. I mean,
it looks like
monopoly too much.
It looks like the Klitschkos might just retire. The other brother did it, and Vladimir might just after this bout might just decide to walk away.
I mean, it would be interesting anyway to see one of them get unseated one of these days. But how soon will it happen? David Haye looks likely. But then, if they come together, Vladimir and Haye, I wouldn't give it to Vladimir. To Haye. I'll give it to Vladimir because everything points to it.
Okay.
He tried against Vitali, and it was dealt with before he went on to take his pound of flesh on Derek Chisora. So, I mean, the Klitschko brothers are not someone you mess around with. Those men are calm on the faces, and they have some strength in their hands.
I have a wish. I know I'm not going to get it, but I always had this wish that the Klitschko brothers will step into the ring with themselves. But they've told us
it will never happen.
That's why Vitali retired.
They've told us that that's not going to happen because they promised their mom.
It will never happen.
They would, but that would have been something all of us would have loved to see.
But
we leave it at that. Let's see if we can give to you the UEFA Champions League halftime results. 2 matches have been concluded already, but let's see if we can quickly do that as we wrap things up. Okay, let me quickly read this to you. The concluded game, Bata Borisov and Bayer Leverkusen ended 1-1. Barcelona 3 goals up over AS Roma. Well, it seems to be going well for the Gunners. 2-0 up over Dinamo Zagreb. Bayern 3-0 up over Olympiacos. FC Porto losing at home to Dynamo Kiev. Maccabi Tel Aviv losing to Chelsea as we speak. Zenit St. Petersburg 2-0 up over Valencia. That game is concluded. It's concluded already. They've won. Zenit St. Petersburg has won that game. And of course, Lyon and Ghent is 1-1. Okay, that's how we have to wrap things up on the show. But guys, I must thank you for your time on the show. And hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Bye, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
All right. So we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.